Today on TNT and Big Show, we're going to talk about the Zelda footage that was shown yesterday, or 2 days ago actually. Yesterday. All today on TNT Big Show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, and thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the views, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. If you like our content, hit that subscribe button and ring-a-ding-ding, that notification bell. If you want to help with the algorithm, just watch the whole video, leave a thumbs up, comment, save it to a playlist, or share it to social media with your family and friends. And it was about 12-13 minutes, but it was a nice little showcase of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Including a new mechanic of fuse, which means that for all the Stephanie Sterlings out there who bellyached and whined about the system breaking, the weapon breaking system, it's back. However, there is a twist. If you combine it with something, it'll have much more durability. Make it stronger, things like that. You can just put together anything like a stick and a rock, just anything like that, and it'll make it stronger and more durable. And you know what? I think that's a neat, innovative way instead of just going back to a blacksmith.
Yeah.
The footage really showed some nice, neat ways that even your enemies can use fuse. So don't think you're the only one who can.
Yeah.
I think that'll make the fights and stuff much more interesting and fun.
And what they use.
Yeah.
You may use a rock and stick. You may have a piece of iron and a crystal or something. So,
oh Lord.
Yeah, it just depends on what they use as well.
Yeah, and now you get to make like a little motor raft.
You get to make boats, you get to make riding vehicles.
Vehicles that can fly in the air, things like that. Yeah, that's going to be pretty neat. I like that. Everything that they showed in the trailer, not the trailer, but the gameplay footage looked really neat. What I hate is these idiots, and yes, I'm using that term, idiots, that were saying like it's glorified DLC.
Oh, you mean like brain-dead idiots on Nintendo Live?
Yeah, I just sit there and I was like, really? You want to say that this looks like glorified DLC? If that's the case, then Elden Ring's just glorified DLC of Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok is just glorified DLC of the original God of War. Do you see how stupid that sounds?
Metal Gear Solid 3 is just glorified DLC of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Those games are obviously not just glorified DLC. They're a full-blown sequel. Just like this game.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, didn't see a whole lot of new things. And Numa said before it even started that they just wanted to give you an idea of a few things that you can do in the game, and that a lot of it they're keeping hidden so that way players can discover this on their own.
Yeah, I thought players wanted to be surprised. We hope they don't give away nothing. When they don't show nothing, why didn't they show anything?
Then, when it's Xenoblade and Metroid Dread, oh my god, they showed too much. What are you doing, Nintendo? You're ruining the whole game for us.
Yeah.
It's almost like some of you just like to complain.
Like I said, they're not Nintendo fans, Michelle. They're really not. They're not Nintendo fans. They're Sony ponies. That's all they are.
You know, I saw an Xbox fan leave a comment one time. He said, you know, they're the one group that don't actually play video games. They just like to put down the competition.
They don't play. They're too busy on the internet going to Nintendo sites and Nintendo videos and stuff, tearing them apart. They don't play their games. They're on the internet trolling Nintendo so much.
You gotta remember the same thing happened when Breath of the Wild came out. Sony fans were trolling the hell out of that game. And they're gonna do it again because Tears of the Kingdom is supposed to have one of the biggest opening weeks ever for any video. And Nintendo better get the copies ready. Unfortunately, you know the scalpers are gonna get into this.
Which is why we're suggesting pre-order now. Don't wait till it almost comes out and then think you'll get a copy. You won't. Pre-order that baby if you want it, and pre-order it now.
Absolutely. And back to the gameplay footage, I love that new fuse mechanic and stuff, and the mechanics where you can build your own rafts and stuff. Really, it's up to your imagination.
Yeah.
What you can do.
How big you can make the vehicle, what parts it will include. There's just so many different combinations and stuff.
And I like you can just ride all the way up to the sky, jump off, and you have to make it over to one of the small floating islands. Although there's supposed to be some big ones later. You can traverse more in the sky. So we'll wait and see, but that does sound very promising. For a game that everybody thought would just jump to the Switch too, Tears of the Kingdom looks incredible. It doesn't look like outdated. It looks incredible. So you can tell that unlike Breath of the Wild, this one is running on a Switch. Things are crisper, cleaner, more smooth. It would be 30 frames per second, but who cares? I know that they're keeping a lot of this a secret, and I don't care. I honestly don't care, because I look at it as a chance to be surprised. I don't care what anyone says. I know Ganon is working with something. You can't tell me different. Number one, how is he getting this power? And number two, how could he just bring himself back from the dead? Somebody has to be doing it.
Somebody has to be doing it.
So those questions will be answered when the game comes out.
But we don't know if that's true yet or not.
No,
it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it, but I believe it. Because what is that green mist? I really want to know what that is. And I think it could be something that is just like Hyrule, but what is it?
Yeah.
Because they're bringing, Ganon's been his physical form since, I think, Twilight Princess or Wind Waker, I think. The timeline is kind of hard to know. But, the fact is that Ganondorf is coming back, and he doesn't seem to have the power to do it by himself. So I'm just going to wonder who it is. Who is this entity, person, and why are they doing it? And what's Zelda going to be doing? Where's she going to be at? And Tears of the Kingdom, what does that refer to? Does that refer to Zelda passing? Or does it refer to the ones who were killed and to bring justice? Who does it represent? Like, whenever Zelda has one of these wild nickname or whatever, that there's always a point to it. So I'm just wondering what that is trying to be, what that is with Tears of the Kingdom. What does that title imply? I hope we find out more information soon, because from what I've seen so far, this game just looks like a must-get and a game of the year. Breath of the Wild changed the game. Open world games try to be like Breath of the Wild now. And I just have a feeling that the second one will do the same thing. Well, technically third, because of Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors, yeah.
This is a trilogy. This is the first time that Nintendo has made 3 games on one story. Usually Mario and Zelda games have a beginning, end, and they move on. Not this time.
Not this time.
They have full-blown trilogy of one story. I'm so impressed by that, Nintendo. I'm really impressed. New Tears of the Kingdom 10-minute presentation, which already has over 3 million views on the Nintendo of America page alone. It's igniting more anticipation for this game. Easily the biggest game of 2023. It's not even close. The only thing that could come close to matching it would be a 2D Mario game.
Which may happen.
Yeah, for the holidays. But I'm over the moon excited. The game looks amazing. And the gameplay looks even better this time. And that's what's important to me. Some people want a more detailed story. That'd be cool. But for me, what I'm really excited about is the exploration, how to solve the puzzles, how to use the weapons and your items in the context of the game. That's what I'm most excited about. I cannot wait for Tears of the Kingdom. I cannot stress enough how much I can't wait for Tears of the Kingdom. Well, that was it, and that was our big conversation about Tears of the Kingdom. I do think there's other things that we haven't seen yet, because I still think that there's going to be a way that you can use your bow and arrow while firing up or down at enemies.
And for the first time ever in a Zelda game, you can fall from the sky. Well, as long as you fall in the water. If you hit the ground, you still may bite the bullet. But as long as you land in water, you can fall like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can fall from wherever. It can even be on the land, and you won't lose a life. You won't.
Yeah, it's kind of like Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is the first time since that a Zelda game has done that. Well, like I said, as long as you land in water, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Enuma, Link, fell off a sky mountain.
Yeah.
And he kept falling. It was so impressive. It was breathtaking. Watching him go all the way down and then land in the water. That was very impressive, I thought, anyway.
Oh, it was. It just goes to show what you're going to be able to do in this game. And I can just see all the fans starting these crazy ideals on what they could do with flying machines and all this other stuff.
Yeah, these Zelda tricks, because there are still people today doing Breath of the Wild tricks. Can't wait to see. Oh, and one more thing. Here's just crossing my fingers. If you're going to collect Korok seeds, please, no big golden pile of poop.
Yeah.
Been there and done that, and that was just a lousy reward. Make it something worthwhile, like an impenetrable shield or an unbreakable sword or something. I mean, Give us an actual reward.
Yeah, don't just let it be some big hoy-hoy by the developers. So don't do that.
Please don't.
No. There are so many questions, like what is that on Link's arm? What is it doing to him? How are you going to be able to fuse together other weapons and items and stuff? But a lot of them we've had answered. A lot of the questions, or at least the ones I've had, have been answered. And I love the 10 minutes of footage. It's spectacular.
It was great. It was fantastic.
Absolutely.
And you get to ride, I think that, is it still a Epona, or is it just a different horse? Or
different horse.
Different horse, but you still get to ride a horse, which is cool. So, yay.
Oh, yeah. But there's a new way, like, where you can just cross anything with weapons, and even make the weapons more powerful back.
Like I said, with a bow and arrow, you were trying to bring down monsters. He couldn't reach it. He attached, what was it, a magnet or something to the bow and arrow, and it became a homing beacon and took down the monster. And that was just like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
So much good stuff, and it's just the tip of this hair ass. But Aonuma, best thing that ever happened to Zelda.
Yeah.
I know Miyamoto created it, but he's taken it places that no one has.
Yep, and when Miyamoto said Nintendo and Mario and Link and all the other franchises can survive if he ever decided to retire or whatever, and you know what? He's right. They're in capable hands.
Koizumi took over Mario, Aonuma took over Zelda.
Hey, you know what? What they're doing? They're also getting people, when they leave or retire, they'll still be in good hands.
Yeah, the guy who is the director of Zelda now, Kabayashi, somebody. I am so sorry I ruined your name, sir.
Yeah.
But he worked at Capcom for years. He's a huge Zelda fanatic. And he's the one doing a lot of this crazy, innovative stuff. And I'm like, yeah, when Aonuma retires, it's going to be in fantastic hands.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about Nintendo games. I'm not. For years to come, they're always going to be in good hands. That's
like Takahashi. He's training some of the younger people at Monolith Soft to take his place.
Yeah. Which is what you should be doing.
Yeah. If Sony, and then real quick, we just got to say this. People are like, wow, Jim Ryan's doing a terrible job at Sony.
Yes.
To be fair to him, nobody taught him.
He's a television guy.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. He was part of their TV production.
Yep. And then one day, Kaz Hara retired, and he said, well, buddy, it's yours now. You're the CEO. And they said he was just caught off guard. Yep. And I'm just sitting there like, he had no formal training.
He still has no experience in making games.
And it shows. But this is what happens. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and all them. When you have a group of people who communicate and people who train others to take their place, so that way the beat is not interrupted. Flow can just keep on going.
Exactly.
This is Michelle and Tackett.
This is Shawn.
Have a good one.
Thank you all for enjoying the video, and thanks to our Patreons for supporting us. You guys help make this video possible. And you can also join our Patreon if you want for as little as $1 a month. You can get things like Jack's Joke of the Week, which will be up later today. You can also join our Reddit, which is TNTEgames. And you can also join our Discord, which is TNTBigShow-3665. And that's not all. We have an Instagram, we have TikTok, and we have a WordPress blog. Thank you all for supporting us so much, and have a wonderful day.